The Board of Peace, a quiet American move and a global power test. In geopolitics, the most important moves are rarely announced with fanfare. They happen quietly, in conference rooms, between carefully chosen words. At the World Economic Forum in Davos, while cameras focused on speeches about cooperation and recovery, the United States made a move that many barely noticed, a proposal to create a new mechanism to manage a ceasefire and oversee the reconstruction of Gaza. On paper, it sounded reasonable, even responsible. But beneath the language of peace was something far more consequential. This was not just about Gaza, it was about power, speed, and the future of global governance. To understand what this initiative really is, we need to step back and look at the world it is being introduced into. Global institutions are struggling. The United Nations, built for a post-World War II order, operates on consensus, vetoes, and slow deliberation. That structure provides legitimacy, but it also produces paralysis. Conflicts escalate faster than resolutions. Crises demand action before agreement is reached. And in that gap between urgency and indecision, frustration grows. The American proposal emerges precisely there, offering something different. Not a replacement for the UN, at least not officially. Instead, a smaller, faster, more controllable mechanism, informally described by observers as the Board of Peace. The structure of this board tells us more than any official statement ever could. This is not a coalition built on shared values or moral alignment. It is built like a machine, engineered for function. Some countries are included for one reason: money. The Gulf states, with their immense financial capacity, are expected to fund reconstruction. They don't bring ideology, they bring capital. Others are there because of geography, borders, airspace, strategic access, military relevance. These are the countries that make security arrangements physically possible. And then there are the balancing states, nations that join not out of conviction but calculation. Participation offers trade opportunities, weapons deals, diplomatic recognition, or future leverage. This is coalition design in its purest form. The goal is not agreement. The goal is efficiency. A compact decision-making body that can act when larger institutions cannot. But speed always comes with a cost. Small groups move quickly, but they lack something essential: legitimacy. And legitimacy is not optional in conflict zones. If this mechanism is perceived as an externally imposed solution, designed in foreign capitals and enforced from above, it risks creating an illusion of progress. Reports will look impressive, funds will be pledged, infrastructure plans will be announced, yet on the ground, resentment may grow. History is clear on this point. Reconstruction without trust does not stabilize societies, it destabilizes them. Money can buy time, it can rebuild roads and power grids, but it cannot buy compliance. Without a credible and trusted security framework, cash without authority accelerates collapse instead of preventing it. And this is where Gaza stops being the real story, because many analysts believe the Board of Peace is not a one-off experiment. It is a prototype, a test model for a new form of US-led global governance, designed for a world where traditional institutions are increasingly gridlocked. Instead of universal participation, selective coalitions. Instead of consensus, coordination. Instead of legitimacy first, results first. If it works, this model does not stay in Gaza. It spreads, crisis by crisis, region by region. And that possibility immediately reshapes global politics. European allies face a quiet dilemma. Do they continue to defend multilateralism through the UN, or align with a faster, American-led alternative that promises action? Russia and China see the implications instantly. Any structure that bypasses the UN reduces their influence. It weakens veto power, it limits obstruction, and that makes resistance inevitable through diplomatic challenges,
legitimacy attacks, or parallel institutions designed to undermine the new mechanism. This is no longer reconstruction. This is institutional competition. Every ambitious system has a breaking point. For the Board of Peace, there are three questions that cannot be avoided. First, who enforces security? Not symbolically, not rhetorically, but on the ground, with authority, under whose law? Second, will the money actually flow? In geopolitics, promised funding and delivered funding are two very different things. Without real disbursement, reconstruction becomes theater. And third, the most fragile question of all, will local populations accept this arrangement? No external structure can succeed if it is seen as imposed, illegitimate, or disconnected from reality. Acceptance is not negotiated at summits, it is earned in daily life. If even one of these pillars fails, the entire project risks collapsing into what critics already fear, a branding exercise disguised as governance. So how should this initiative really be judged? Not by the number of delegates in the room, not by the elegance of the language used to describe it, but by power, by enforcement, by action. What the United States is attempting is bold, an effort to build a rapid response system for moments when global institutions freeze. In a fragmented world, the logic is understandable, but the structure is fragile, and nearly all political risk flows in one direction. If it succeeds, the model spreads. If it fails, the damage, diplomatic, strategic, and moral, will be severe. Because in the end, diplomacy happens in rooms, but history is shaped on the ground.